Hello, everybody. Hope you're doing well. It's currently 7:30 p.m. Central Time, and it's time to get warmed up. Not gonna really do a fancy segue or anything. I just realized my voice is a little bit scratchy. I don't think I've talked for most of today, so. Oh wait, no, I was on Discord. I was on Discord with some of my friends for a short minute, so my voice should be theoretically warmed up. But if not, we'll spend this warm up also getting my voice up to shape. But I hope all of you have had a wonderful day so far. And if not, well, now's your time to spend a little bit over an hour doing something that you like, whether it's cooking, drawing, whatever it may be. Even though I'm not sure if anybody's here, I would really like to thank Lame W or like Alamu. I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce it. Thank you very much for following. That was 13 hours ago. So wait, that was during stream. That was during stream yesterday. Wait, no, that's 12 hours ago, not 24. I was gonna be so upset. So yeah, I will make this apology as people filter in. But I used my own multi-chat yesterday, which doesn't show me events, and so I wasn't looking in the activity feed on the Twitch widget, which basically shows me if people follow, if people donate, if whatever. And Monkey and Bear Mug submitted names for the wheel, which I didn't see. They look like regular chat messages to me. And then also Mata did a hydrate, so we'll recoup that this stream. Get his money's worth. Today was a very mundane day. Not bad. I went to the supermarket. I got a new clerk, and he didn't charge me for a lot of my items. So a little discount. No. Made some killer breakfast tacos this morning. I really took my time because my new favorite thing, I know this will change as I get much more pressed for time during this semester, but I just love going to the gym and then cooking breakfast. Like going to the gym and then making a nice breakfast and sitting down and watching like Sakamoto Days or Dandadan or something. It's just very peaceful to me. I love it. Then just had a, like I said, mundane day. What's up, Cat? I almost read what's up, Kavel. Hope you're doing well. Other than that, just did my laundry, drew a little bit, went to the park, hung out with some grackles and some ducks and fish. Saw a mockingbird for the first time in a while, and a blue jay, and a turtle. And then we're here. Watched the newest Dandadan episode. Chilling, eating cheese crackers. Huge. Cheese crackers. I don't know what cheese crackers are. Are they like crackers with like cheese in between them? Or is it like a cracker that tastes like, has like a cheese flavoring? So it's very cold. I set my AC to 72, yet it's much colder than I thought it'd be. Cracker that tastes like white cheese. Ooh, very nice, very nice. I used to really mess with those back in the day. I replaced mess with like what would have been the word. That just kind of sounded silly. Yeah, working on a gravel drawing that I really like. Really trying to practice not overwhelming myself and doing too much in one session, because then I just like start rushing. And so restraint is a big one of this, and then restraint in the sense of economy of line. Going super minimal. And I already broke one of those rules today, which I don't totally regret. I think it'll look okay. But yeah. I'm excited to finish it. And then I probably will work more on the Yi drawing. I already kind of want to redo some of it, because I was drawing like a very human-like Yi. I want to go for that cartoony anatomy-ish. I relied too much on the reference for like a direct reference rather than just like kind of okay, this goes here, sorting out the planes and such. I feel bad. My friends invite me to play games, and when I'm back at college, not that like no video games are allowed, but you know, if I'm stuck between playing games or drawing, I'm gonna pick drawing, unless like they're like, please play, please, which doesn't happen. But if they're like, hey, you wanna come join? I'm like, sadly, no. I'm so ready to be done with cylinders. Maybe we can turn today into a 2-cylinder string. I have a stream. I have a bit of a headache, so I'm hoping that dissipates as we work through this. So, because we need to do one 2-cylinder stream to make the 250 cylinders be done in 100 streams, which is a big goal of mine. But that also means we have to grade it this stream, which I don't necessarily want to do because I'm not sure if my pens have enough ink to do that. But we shall see. I'm terribly opposed to the idea. Why is this in the playlist? Get some water. I'm skipping this just because it's so out of like the vibe of what I wanted. Why is there more of these? Oh, wait, no, this is okay. This is another song. I thought it was another disc song. This is supposed to be a calm playlist. I wouldn't consider this song necessarily calm, but whatever. What's up, Bear? Welcome, welcome. Bear, I have to apologize. I didn't recognize that your chat, what I read as a chat message, but I didn't see it as an event in the activity viewer because I wasn't looking at it because my multi-chat's broken, was a wheel entry, so I put it on the wheel. You made boiled eggs again and left it for 10 minutes. There you go. How did you enjoy the 10-minute boiled eggs as opposed to your claimed 15 minutes? Yeah. It tastes the same. False. But I appreciate you going out and experimenting. And speaking of experimenting, I have some results for you guys. Today I bought to stop the cat. I bought 4 mandarin. It's like they're the bigger mandarin oranges because there's no way I'm buying like the whole thing of like cuties, right? I'm not doing that. I'm not going to eat all of those before they go bad. I think it's stupid. So I bought 4 mandarin oranges for like $3. But they're bigger, so it was cool. But probably not going to do it again because that was expensive for just like 4. I put one in the fridge for 3 hours, and I put one in the fridge for about 8 hours ish. 3 hours. It tasted really good. I have sensitive teeth with frozen stuff, so I think if I'm going to do it again, which I probably will, I'm going to let it thaw. But 3 hours was good, and then also separate. I just peeled the orange and put it in there, but separate the slices of the orange before you freeze it, because then you'll end up eating the like stuff. And I end up, it doesn't taste bad, but yeah. 3 hours was great. I think that's a perfect amount of time, maybe even a little less, like 2 hours. And then I did it at 8 hours because I realized it was like practically frozen over, and there was no way I was getting to 12, let alone 24 hours. Gotcha. And it was fine. And I liked it. It was a good treat, especially after I start an episode of anime when I start dinner, and I usually finish my dinner before I finish the episode. So I'm like, okay, time for dessert. So I can eat the dessert. And it was so frozen that I literally had to put my thumb in it and like put all my weight just to like spread open the orange. Um, and then I just like ate chunks of it because it was like so frozen. So do not do over 3 hours. Why is my line work good today? Or at least I'm liking it. Also, for the sake of Bear's privacy, I'm not going to talk about her dream or anything like that unless she's like cool with me talking about it. But I want to make an important thing, which is a lot of people say no one wants to hear your weird dreams, which I can understand. I've been told weird dreams that I do not care about. Stop telling me this. You're annoying me. Right? You can't just be cool. But like, I love hearing about Jerma's dreams, right? Or like half of them, I guess, because the half of them are just like, I'm naked. Rah. But like, a lot of them are funny or like telling, and it's just I think it's a storyteller's. It's an issue of storytelling rather than the actual contents of the dream. Now everyone says they have the most unhinged dreams or something like that, right? When really everyone has ridiculous dreams. And of course, I think I watched Northern Lion say this where he was like, it's real to you. It's going to be so much more important to you because you experienced it, and in your dream it was real. That makes sense. I feel hesitant to think too much about my dreams because I'm scared of lucid dreaming. I've heard of it. I've tried when I was like younger, when it like the YouTube craze of it happened. Never got far with it. And then like also I'm a very annoyed sleeper. So if I wake up or like have to do anything where I wake up or stuff like that, no. Also, if you guys didn't notice, this is a Minecraft OST stream because I feel like it. I either dream. My dreaming's sporadic. I want to assign like a reason. I definitely dream more consistently whenever I'm stressed. That is a fact. Ah! Um, but yeah, whenever I'm like more stressed, so I'm like moving to college, having exams, I have much more vivid and much more frequent dreams. And then melatonin. Okay, yeah. I can't remember exactly, so don't take my word on this, but in my Psychology 101 class, which was awesome and I loved it, my professor said, sure, you can exercise and do a lot of stuff and you will be exhausted in the day, but things that correlate to you having more REM sleep is emotional exhaustion. I can't remember if this is true, but I remember saying like being emotionally and like mentally tired is more, causes more dreams, deeper REM state. I can't remember the exact words. I'm conflating things. This was 3 years ago. But yeah. Yeah, I have more dreams before a test, yeah. And then yeah, melatonin is kind of given like every single time. Um every single time I take melatonin, it's either a weird or just like a very the vibes are off kind of dream. I will do whatever I want. Bear has the autonomy. What will she do? When I was cleaning my kitchen today, I was like, I want to draw. Like, I was thinking of the Yi drawing and how I want to get better at like cartoony, like different non-human proportions. Because like, I like human proportions. And I was like, okay, so Yi, and there's the bear mug character that I still want to draw, like to just get better with the proportions and such, right? Stylistically, I was like, what would I even draw? Maybe I'm not sure. The 50% Friday is truthfully just my chopping block for ideas. Like if I like something, I'll keep drawing it in private. um, which I'd say like 90% of the time I keep drawing them. But I was like, what do I want the bear mug character do? And so I turned on the creativity engine and just kind of let it run around the yard of my very smooth brain. And it was the bear mug character sniping the person who invented floss, like the thing you use for your teeth. That's all my brain came up with, so I may draw that. Or the bear mug character and something involving a Japanese 7-Eleven. That's about it. That's all I came up with. Like a grocery bag. Dude. My friend, I really appreciate it, but he sends me just so like brain rotted Attack on Titan memes. I love them to death, but it's the kind of things I can only react with dude. Also, I don't think we're gonna be streaming tomorrow. I've decided, because I may go hang out with my former roommates, all that stuff. How bad are they? The memes that here I'll send this one, um, in the memes channel. I put in the memes channel if you want to see stuff like that. Hey, what's up, James? How's it going? I like this lighting compared to my old lighting. I mean, you still see my head shadow and like this, but it's like more even compared to the old setup. Because I had like a light source right here. Meanwhile, in this room, I have the titty light, so it kind of like does an even distribution throughout the whole room. I'm doing pretty okay. A bit tired. Very mellowed out. The titty light. I'm not gonna even act like you guys don't know or shouldn't know what the titty light is. If you don't know what the titty light is, I'm sorry. Oh god, why is it like sticky? Why is it sticky? It's sticky. I'm not doing that. Oh, automod. There we go. I permitted the word titty. Oh, tits. I'll allow that, Cap. You're on thin ice. So you did say what you said. Also, I'm trying to keep the stream at a reasonable time because I feel like I just get throttled. I'm gonna do some tests to see if my new internet provider is throttling me. Also, my apartment neighbors moved in today, so I don't want to one bother them or two for them to bother me. Memory glands, dude. Oh, also, so I usually don't feel too weird by like taking pictures of like lizards and bugs and birds in public, because like, leave me alone. You know, who cares? You can walk up to me and be like, "You're weird." I'm like, okay, I don't care. But today I felt weird for the first time in a while because I literally had like 30 plus grackles swarming me, like within a foot of me, all around me. Just like freaking, and then like the geese. I'm going to ignore what Kat said. I'm very surprised that that didn't get. Yeah, I was blessed because like all these baby grackles, a lot of them were fledglings and their moms. And then something that happens all the time when I go to the park, and I will explain, um, is I feed the ducks, and then a little child. Oh, what's up, Quantum? The chosen grackle. Uh, a little child and their like babysitter or mom or dad will walk next to me and like look, point at the duck, say hi. They'll like wave and say hi to the ducks, and then they're like, "Okay, kid, it's time to go." And the kid will be like, "No, I'm staying here. Why does he?" Always referencing me. This has only happened twice, by the way. Why does he get to feed them and I don't, or something along those lines? And they will pout. The girl today that did this pouted, like literally stood there with like an inquisitive look at her dad, trying to see if she could like sway him. And the only solution for this is just to go to weird parts of the park where people won't bother me. And that's how the grackles. So I actually I found this spot in the park because there was a baby fledgling male grackle, who I will be calling either Peanut or Butter, because he was way too chill. He never chirped, never flew, and like got extremely close to me, and just like I fed him a peanut, he'd pick it up and like try to figure out how to eat it. He's clearly never eaten a peanut before. He does not own an air fryer. He's very cordial, very nice. And then another male grackle, a more adult one, came over and washed it. A lot of grackles wash their food in the water. And then Peanut started doing it. Peanut fryer. I just came up with a new shirt for gravel. It says PEA and then underneath it NUT, and it's just like peanut, but it's like stupidly split for no reason. All caps, Comic Sans. I was thinking earlier today, I want a shirt that is white and has just like a JPEG of a hot dog across it. Yep. I have to find my next drawing that I want to put that in there. Ice is good. Stop eating ice, cat. It's bad for your teeth. You know, if you let it sit there for a little bit, if you let it sit there, you can drink it, and it tastes just as good. Or if you like crush it up a bunch, then you have shaved ice, which some of you like for some odd reason. I don't get people who are like, ice from this place is so much better than ice from this place. I'm not eating it. It just keeps my drink cool, and I want as little of it as possible because I'm paying $3.49 for this drink, so it better have the maximum amount inside of it. I don't care if like Sonic has nice, cool ice and everyone likes it. I don't care. I'm sorry. I respect it, but like, and like my whole family's ice enjoyers. So whenever they make me a drink at a restaurant, respectfully, because they're being nice and making a drink for me, but they freaking explode it with ice because they're used to making drinks for themselves. I'm drinking like, I have a habit of whenever I go to like, let's say a sit down restaurant, drinking like 50 Dr. Peppers. I'm not joking. Like I'll have like 6 refills. It's so bad. And then I just like won't eat anything the next day because I'm so full of Dr. Pepper. That's your last ice for night. Ooh. I don't know. I think it's solely drink water. So I solely drink water. So the drink is nothing special to me. That makes sense. The only thing I have a bad habit with is Dr. Pepper, and it's really only when I like sit down at a restaurant. I cannot be stopped. I factor in the calories to my daily intake of like how many Dr. Peppers I'm drinking, but I will drink a lot of it. Shrimply, get some tea or what. That's what I've done recently is I've been switching everything for unsweet tea, but here's the problem. Is I don't drink unsweet tea after 12 because of the caffeine content. And so what I'm also going to drink Dr. Pepper, even though it has like probably comparable amounts of caffeine. The only things I drink is mostly, I'd say like 60 to 50% water, 20%, 30% sparkling water, 10% tea, 10% Dr. Pepper. Oh, wait, no. 5% tea, 5% almond milk. Dr. Pepper is good with a float. I've never had a float with Dr. Pepper. I'm gonna be real. I'm a fake Dr. Pepper enjoyer. One of these days, can we get a personal Kavel? It's gonna be boring because it's gonna be like I'm not trying to I'm not trying to brag or anything. It's gonna be decently balanced, except for like if you let me include sparkling water, then it's gonna be pretty rough. Because like my go-to snack at home is I'll buy summer sausage, Colby Jack cheese, and then pretzel crisps. And if I want a snack during the day, I'll have that once. Schlop of mayo. It tastes disgusting. I mean, you can like and dislike with whatever you want. I'm not going to stop you. However, if John Green likes Dr. Pepper, I feel like the war is won, you know? Like that's the only person I would care to like or dislike Dr. Pepper, and he likes it. So I'm a Green family fanboy. What are you gonna do? I still need to get that app that they made. A focus app. Try it out. Why would you miss arguing? I've always heard of Hank, never John. Really? Because when I grew up, since I did Crash Course History, what do you want to argue about? I only heard of John Green. I guess if you guys were chemistry nerds, or you just like, I feel like Hank Green's more prevalent on the medias of socials. Let's settle this right now. Name foods you like. This is how people get gray hairs. Is this how Twitter works? I've never used Twitter. Quickly, Barrett, name like a really unknown food that Cat probably doesn't know or have tried. Okay. I don't use Twitter. Yeah, you say something controversial and people start berating you. We're gonna run 2 minutes of ads. That is my controversial statement. But yeah, Twitter seems like a very scary place. I have a Twitter. There is a Kavel Twitter where I posted for the first 3 days and then stopped. Anyways, yeah. 3 minutes of ads, 2 minutes of ads. Sorry, 2 minutes of ads. And then cylinders. Be right back. Yay, we're back. Cool. Yeah, that strawberry donut take was so bad. I had to go into chat. That was like that literally gave me whiplash. Yeah, we can't discuss this anymore. True. Time limit's over. I like that idea. You're done. You're done. Duncan. Honestly, I'm not that much of a donut connoisseur, but also I don't feel like Duncan is a. Well, I mean, where else are people gonna get it from? Like Krispy Kreme or like the random mom and pop shops? I get most of my donuts from like mom and pop shops in my town. I had to look at that one up there. I've never heard of a Bavarian cream donut. It looks really good. It's powdered, and I feel like if pastries are powdered pastries. Sorry, I just wanted to test the plosives of my mic. It's like it gets a plus. It goes up a level on the rating scale. Let's get Jim's in here. I feel like she would have a very educated, like informed take on this. I'm so sorry. Did that peak the? Did that peak the? I just watched it go red. I'm so sorry. I don't. I have a my pop filter, but I don't have a. I have like this screen I used to use, but the frosting literally looks like Pepto-Bismol. Okay, let's get over here and get started. Cartoona donut. It's giving like people who like birthday cake ice cream. Boston cream. Let me look this one up. Ooh. Ooh. I'm muted. I don't know how that happened. It actually makes me a little bit sick to think. I was saying Boston cream looks really good. I've never had it. But like thinking about birthday cake ice cream, I don't know why. Maybe right now, just because I already had ice cream today. I had cookies and cream. It's not for me. Kat, do you think possibly that in Liu, I don't know, who's Liu, of all of these food takes that maybe, yeah, the consensus is there. Who knows? Hey, that's our 2 minute BRB silliness over. I'm not gonna condone. I'm not gonna make an official thing of the Kavel streams where we all argue during BRB, but the today's silly little donut debacle is derailed. I was trying to find another D word to do that. You're wrong. You're wrong. Puts fingers in ears. You're wrong. I can't hear you. No. My friends have been doing this. I don't know where they got it from. Whenever they like, they're like running at me in a proximity chat video game, like where they can like the closer you get, the more you can hear them. They go like la 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 la. Like they've been I can't do the same way they do, but that's the little soundbite I imagined right there. La 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 la. Such a like gremlin noise. I love it a lot. La 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 la. It makes me so happy to think about. Get a Go XLR and get them back. What's a Go XLR? Go XLR. Oh my goodness. My microphone's better than that. No, it just costs more. I'm not sure if it's actually better. I just suck at audio mixing, so this mic could have crazy potential, and I'm just not using it correctly. And maybe I could be streaming for 8 years, and I'll refuse to like get learnt. I say we do very tiny degree, very tiny, tiny, small, tiny, very small degree. Yes? Cool. Also, I know Bear watched it, but if you guys haven't, please go to the animation media share channel on Delano's Discord. Put something in there. It is my favorite animator. I don't know how to pronounce their name because it's in Korean, but it is very cool. I love their stuff, and I can't wait to see more of it. What's with the record scratch? I did not know this was a song in Minecraft. That is the perfect response. Holy. Jims. I pickled donut. Jims, I have a legitimate question for you because my sister used to watch this show all the time, and I feel like this is a good read, right? Did you watch Cake Boss when you were younger, or even now? Have you watched Cake Boss at all in your life? From what I remember of that show, it was a pretty decent show. It was probably played up to hell, right? But it seemed good. And that I just saw clips of it. Gotcha. That show ruined me because now every time I think of saying fondant, I think of saying fondant because that's how the Cake Boss would say it, fondant. But this all came because I was going to ask you a question. I think I already asked you this. What is your opinion on fondant? Because I think Bear like already said ew to the fondant or fondant. Okay, just the word. I like fondant. I will eat it. I will eat that stuff. I know a lot of people don't like it because it's way too sugary. And I agree that it's way too sugary. But I'll freaking. You don't want it? Just. I'm so sorry for those noises. Fondant? It's the stuff you put on cakes to decorate it. It's like a la 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 like Play-Doh for cakes. Fondant iced tea. I'll send a picture and no mic frosting. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's more like shapely than regular frosting. It's like a fabric almost. Not okay, not almost, but it's like more fabric like edible Play-Doh. Yeah, like, and you can eat it, dude. Like that's the thing about it is you can have your cake and eat it too in this situation. I like the frosting flour. Same here. It's pure sugar, and I'll freaking my mouth is watering right now. It's so good sounding. I'm making cookies tomorrow. I bought a baking sheet today just for that. I realized I don't have a big pot. I thought I had a big pot for like making pasta. I don't. So I need to fix that because I got a box of rigatoni. I'd rather have all fruits over my cake than fondant though. Have fruits all over my cake. I've never had fruit decorated cake before. And I just realized I did not leave enough room for another cylinder. Whoopsies. We'll figure that out. Um, I feel like a nice juicy looking cold strawberry on like a cake is very aesthetically pleasing. Half butter, 2 cups sweetened condensed milk, 6 cups confectioner's sugar, 1 dash of vanilla extract. I'm assuming that's the recipe for some Is it because like I feel like fondant would have like eggs in it. I don't know why. I guess the condensed milk is serving that purpose. Mine was a strawberry cake with straw. Get out of here. I feel like since I haven't had cake with fruit on it, I feel like they would get lukewarm and that would upset me. I like all the foods I eat to be either very cold or very hot. Lukewarm foods, like room temperature food, angers me. I want to eat it less. I will eat sashimi all day, but the moment sashimi just gets icky, gross, I love strawberries. I put that in my morning yogurt. I love strawberries to death. It's not lukewarm. Good to hear. I want tres leches. I just love strawberries in general. They're a goated fruit. Berry. Is that? I don't know. Are fruits berries? Is there like a overlap there? But strawberries hurteth my teeth, and sometimes there are also strawberries. And sometimes there are also strawberries, she says. Sour. Bear, I really hope you get some good sleep tonight. Bear's on steroids. Bear's on baroids. Sourdough? No. She just meant like sometimes strawberries are sour, which I agree. Sour strawberries are no good. But sourdough bread gets so much hate. You guys just aren't eating good sourdough bread. Go to a local bakery. Eat it there. I'm telling you. I Googled it. Honestly, Jims, you could tell me you had that in your recipe in your brain. I don't believe that you Googled it. I think you just had that in your brain. Trying to be humble. See, sourdough is good. Sourdough is great. Yeah. We're so accustomed, the collective we're of the people in chat who are most likely Americans, to like buying bread from the store, it's sitting in our pantry for however long, and it becoming stale and not fun. It isn't all that. I'd say if I'm getting a sandwich from the deli, it's going on sourdough. Wait, I thought sourdough is overrated. Why do I keep forgetting the G? I feel like it's hated on a lot, but that could just be the sphere of where I've grown up. I'm in the sour sphere, man. What is the best bread, everybody? Right answers only. A rat. A rat. A rat. Jeremiah, you'd be a rat. A rat. I'd be a wolf. I'd be a wolf lion hybrid mix, king of the jungle, but still like social and with it. Left. White bread, French bread. Cat says white bread, dude. That's freaking French bread. What is French bread? Like baguette? Rustic loaf. Potato bread. I've not had potato bread. What if you show up to the function and this is playing from Costco? My roommate has a Costco card. I can get him to buy. I've never been to Costco before. Does this need to be my first vlog, everybody? Worked up white boy walks into a Costco for the first time. Probably any freshly baked bread, true. You should not go on a weekend. Oof. Yeah, in a college town, that's probably a bad idea. Review the chicken bake. Is it like a baked chicken? Is it like a sandwich? All I know about Costco is there are some insane people who are like freaking memorizing that, like doing like divination to figure out which items are going to leave and which items are going to stay or go and discount the next week by looking at the price tags. Kavel, can you make a cream cheese bagel? I want bacon on it too. I don't have bagels. That's not part of my morning routine, sadly. Bagels are pretty good though. I can respect a cream cheese bagel. Actually, those things are massive. It's basically a 1-foot hot pocket filled with cheese, chicken, and bacon, dude. Oh, and the other thing I know about Costco is the dude who I'm pretty sure is also the CEO or something, holding up the sign, which is like, keep them for $1. Flying crates filled with different shelf items that the employees handle. Hot Pockets got me through some tough times, but then I found ramen, and I feel like ramen does more for me than a Hot Pocket. Because you only have like 6 seconds to eat a Hot Pocket before it gets too cold. And you can't eat it before then because it's too hot. And the pepperoni Hot Pocket would give me heartburn. I guess, yeah, I realize that now. I hate it when I have to late because they were lava. Yeah, I always burn my tongue every time. But yeah, I just realized I am a very temperature-oriented individual with pepperoni and cheese. They taste great. My favorite was the ham one. I know a lot of people love the pepperoni one, but the ham one didn't give me a heartburn. Ham and cheese, I think. Something of the sort. It's very basic. And then a lot of the breakfast ones. Can't go wrong. The first time I ever learned like you get munchies when you smoke weed is when my sister's friend came over and ate like 4 boxes of Hot Pockets, or like 2.5 boxes of Hot Pockets. And I was so pissed because I lost all my Hot Pockets. Cold refrigerated pizza. This is tough. Yeah, it was like the ham and pizza and like the breakfast one. I think it was 2.5 boxes, which is like 20 something. He's a very skinny or like lean dude, so he could take it, but Jesus, they were gone. And he I remember seeing him tossing like 4 in the microwave, and he said, "I'm sorry," or something like that. I can't remember. This is like 6 years ago. I hope he's well. Refrigerated pizza is a tough one. I would like to know your guys' thoughts, because if it's a at-home pizza, whatever they're called, like box pizza, bad. I don't like it. If it's from a really nice pizza place, I can name a couple, but they're like region specific and I don't want to dox myself. Great. Reheat that if you want. Toss it in the oven. Reheat it. Boom. Amazing. Even cold pizza, I will eat it if it's good. If it's like Domino's, I'm not, like, you guys know, I'm not a huge pizza enjoyer. It's not that I think pizza is bad. It's just for the price of getting a pizza that I'll actually be like, yeah, that was worth the money. It's so tough and so rare. Of course, if pizza, like my friend's ordering a pizza, I'm going to have some. But I swear to God, if you just get cheese, I'm going to smack you. You cannot be ordering cheese in the year of 2025 when like 2 topping pizza deals exist or the Supreme Pizza exists. I'm not going to be friends with some centrist Andy who picks pepperoni because everyone could get behind a pepperoni. No. Pizza place, but it's 12 a.m. and you're binging a series of videos and want to eat something that's low commitment. Grab a pizza out of the fridge and munch it. Regret it later. I don't regret it. But I like cheese pizza, and that's great. You're not, if I'm at any of your guys' houses, which is never going to happen, but if it does somehow, and for some reason we're like, we need to eat pizza, I'm gonna be like, okay, Supreme. Sausage better. Get this bear a true. That was so cringy, I'm sorry. Pepperoni, I think, is overrated. Put some freaking sausage on there, dude. My Redditor gold. Minus 2. That wasn't a joke. I was actually doing that because I am cringy. But you know what, Kat? I think that wasn't a correct use of -2. I think That is well within the means. Good job. Sorry to be. That reminds me of this Germa clip, but the Germa clip where he's, I can't remember it, but he literally cringes himself. He like looks at the camera all funny. I think it's like a Big Chungus joke or something. Was it when he was playing Super Versus or whatever it's called, Multiverses? Two strikes. If I ever get bored, I will make the +2/-2 stock ticker that Germa has. I think that's like an impeccable bit. I was about to say, if I was a streamer, I would be so distraught if I have -2s. I am a streamer. I have like 4 viewers a stream, so I don't count myself as a big streamer or like a real streamer. But yeah, she will inflate the -2. Bear, you just rug pull. You'd like freaking toss a bunch of +2s in there, and the next day it's all gone. Not even the next day. Next time I look over. Everyone shut up. Peak is playing. I'm turning this up. Twisted freaking psychopath. Yeah, Bear, you're a real square. Are you referring to that one video or something else? Because I'm thinking of that one video. Where it goes, you're a square, you're pointless. Look how freaking foreshortened this is. Oh, okay, gotcha. My apologies. I want cantaloupe. I want some nice fresh cantaloupe. If any of you guys had the YouTube ID thing yet? I got cantaloupe. Might just eat that for dessert. You are flexing. Cantaloupes are tasteless, bro. I honestly think cantaloupes are so they're one of my favorite fruits. You're tasteless. Here's my philosophy on cantaloupes. I feel like because I've only had it once from here. There's apparently the only place you're supposed to get if you live in the U.S. You're only supposed to get it from the southern states, because that's where it's like best grown. So if you go out of your way to buy one from like the southern states, like you don't have to go down there. Like some farmers markets will offer it. Like I think I had one from Texas once, and that was the best one I ever had. So. But cantaloupe is grown. I did learn also while buying it that it is grown in chicken poop. Oh, did Wordle ping? Is that what it's from? You're growing cantaloupe here. Is it grown in chicken poop or was I lied to? I swear to God, I'm gonna be so distraught if I was lied to. No, it was my grandma who told me this. She's like, you have to wash the outside too, because then if you cut it with the knife, then your knife will get contaminated. Pumpkin, cantaloupe, and watermelon. Wait, you've been telling me the pumpkins that I've been eating raw in my living room have chicken poop all over it? Dude. Dirt. I mean, yeah. You love avocado? I just wish it wasn't $8 to like put it on anything. There's a place near me that does an eggs Benedict, and there's a version of it. They like specialize in eggs Benedicts, and one of them is a eggs Benedict with avocado. Dude, oh my, it's my favorite eggs Benedict. There's a comic artist I really like. Their name is like Nietzsche. It's like Nietzsche, but or Nietzsche, I don't know. But with yeah in the name because they do like surrealist anti-humor cat comics that I love to death. And I forgot where I was going. Oh yeah. Nope, I forgot where I was going with this. Oh yeah, they have a comic where they have a cat just saying, "Can I order the eggs bend the dick?" And I quote that. I love it a lot. Chicken avocado, solid. I just hate when I get a big chunk of it and I gotta eat through it and I really think I found it. Shoot, wait. I found all of their comics, but I can't find the eggs. Oh yeah, here we go. Hydrate, I will do that in just a second. This is from a comic artist that I like a lot. I don't. Nietzsche, I guess. Let me pull it up here. They just make like little stupid surrealist comics that I really enjoy. If anyone wants the source, I'll put this in the description, of course. But they have like here, wait, I have to find my favorite one. I'm not gonna say what it is. Wait, I need to. Like, dude, I love this kind of stuff. I know it's stupid. I know it is, okay? You don't need to tell me. I'm just gonna cycle through these until I find my favorite one. And like they have reoccurring characters and stuff. Here, wait. Okay, come on, wait. Oh, this isn't iFunny. Is that the only place I can find it? I'm cropping out the iFunny. So profound. Yeah, here we go. This one's probably my favorite. Just a cat frantically running into a TJ Maxx saying, I need to spend $10 or $20. Yeah. It's just they had an idea and it instantly went into MS Paint. And I think that's what makes it so popular, so awesome. If anyone wants to fucking the whoosh lines. If anyone wants to find these, it'll be in the description of the VOD if I can find out the owner. But I mean, it's Nyacho. We already know, so I'll be able to find it. Yeah. So here, let me let me take a sip of drink. Yes. Cool. Let's get back to partying. Yeah, they have some bit more hot button comics, I guess. I don't know. How is Dream still streaming? Dream, like the Minecraft YouTuber? Wow, that's. I mean, I after some basically after like the cheating scandal, I stopped paying at all attention to any of the drama. Um, it's on. He's on my suggested live. What happened with Dream? All I know is like cheating scandal. He cheated. He cheated. He said he didn't. They proved it beyond a reasonable doubt. He like hired a fake mathematician to disprove it, and then like a while later, he said he actually did cheat and he admitted to it. And then like a bunch of other stuff, like scandals popped up, and he's cringe and nay. Yep. And like once it's kind of like with the pirate software stuff, the guy can be a bad person or like do something bad, which completely valid. Critique him, whatever. But then like so much just happens, and it's not to like say, oh yeah, like they're not a bad person. What I'm trying to get is like their name will get dragged through so much mud that I can't separate like fact from over sensationalized fiction. Like with the pirate software thing, he did some bad stuff, right? Like in the especially the stop killing games movement. But then like, and he did some other bad things that I heard of. But then there's like just like false testimony or just rage bait out there. I'm like, I don't, and this is why I just don't care about drama spheres anymore. The face reveal thing, that was a little bit silly. I mean, yeah, it's okay to feel, like empathy for people, but like, because like if I was in his situation, I would hate having everyone route against me. But did I do something bad? Yes. Yeah, just more surprised he does content. Yep, I could get that. Same kind of thing with like Call Me Carson or stuff is like they still make content. And I'm not sure what the not jurisdiction. What's the word? Statute of limitations on stuff like that is. I don't know what the pirate software did. I'm not going to talk about it just for the sake of or like explicitly, just for the sake of I don't want to involve myself with the drama sphere at all. Yeah, it plays an interesting discussion of like guilt first of all, right, and then how long should punishments like social punishments last? Like when can someone start creating again? Or is the punishment never being able to forget that they did something bad, right? Because like I want to believe in redemption, that people can change, of course. Like an example of this, it's not as like that they did a horrible thing, but a YouTuber I really like and has encouraged or inspired me, I should say, to change up my content is Jack's Films, Jack's Films, where he had one YouTuber where he addressed the fact that they were stealing content because they weren't putting links or sources in their videos. And instead of like being hostile and defensive, like literally so many people have before him, he turned his content around and like did a really good streak. And so while he can be bashed for his previous wrongdoings, how long does that last, right? However, I can't really name. Oh, maybe I'm not sure if like PewDiePie was so big that despite what happened, it didn't. It obviously affected him. I mean, the adpocalypse, right, happened. But at the same time, I can't really name a YouTuber or content creator who like did something bad and then came back. Like, because how do you atone for that guilt? This is also why I really like Vinland, because it sets forth that kind of question of how do we amend guilt and walk forward. I guess it's until the majority of the people who are attracted to that drama find something else, they will be the spotlight for the conversation. True. So you think it's not so much as a like actual moralist argument of like, murder, you have 10 years until people stop caring. You think it's just no one really cares about the actual justice of the situation, or maybe not a majority of people, and instead they just care about the sensationalized tomato throwing like hate circle. What is it, like 5 minutes of hate, whatever, from 1984? Yeah. I mean, yeah, I agree with you, Bear. It's lasts as long as people care. And it's trendy to hate. But at the same time, bad things redeem bad punishments, and people who do bad things will be punished for it, right? So, because there's times when I like, someone, a content creator did something. This is not the music for this. I don't know, me personally, I don't think too much about murderers, but I know murders. But yeah, that was just like a hyperbole. But yeah, like I've definitely seen creators lambasted because they did something bad like 5-10 years ago, and they've clearly changed, yet the internet is just freaking tearing them apart. This is my favorite Minecraft song, and it makes sense. I mean, it's a 10-minute song, so it is the perfect Minecraft song in my opinion. It has everything you want. I didn't watch the Minecraft movie, but if this song isn't in there, I don't want to watch it. But yeah, that's why I like Vinland, is because part of the question is, of course, you have your external punishments of like the society, right? Man versus society for the bad things that you do. But then there's that internal grief. And is the internal grief, the self-flagellation, kind of like shown in Scarlet Letter, enough to offset that like societal punishment? Like, can you torture yourself for enough years because of guilt to ever redeem yourself? I don't know if I should say a hot take on stream. If you're questioning it, then hold back. I don't know. That's my generally my thought processes on that. Toss it in the Delano Discord if you want to discuss with others. However, do I usually not think before I speak? I don't. I'm not too good at that. The only useful thing I learned from my speech class this summer was the fact that we oftentimes listen to the people with the intent to respond rather with the intent to understand them. And I've been trying to be better at that. I've had a broken up plastic piece of my sandwich. Ah! No! You need your daily intake of microplastics or macroplastics in that instance, I guess. My parents' ice maker would like shred plastic into the ice. And so for a while, I would just like drink plastic. True, I think that's like 101 for combos. Yeah. Because it's so like tempting to be like, oh, well, I have something. I want to relate to this person. And so I'm going to share something that I experienced. But sometimes it's a no-talky type beat. That's why if I have serious conversations, I typically try. I'm not good at social cues, so I just try to be like, start it with, hey, do you want me to like listen, or do you want me to actually like critique and respond? And guess what? Most of the time, it's just listen. I overshot. Frick. I didn't check all three axes. Oh wait, no, I didn't. It's the just bottom plane. Oops. I think something I need to work on is to shut up on unsolicited advice. Well, from my experience, even though I've only known all of you for so little, I've not experienced that, but we only interact so little that like I don't think I'm a good. Yeah, people get mad. That's valid. It comes from a good place. We all want to help people, especially if we've been through something similar. That's totally understandable. This is. Oh wait, no. Those little sandwiches you buy on the platter. I know the ones you're talking about. I forgot to do my hydrate, so I'm gonna drink real quick, Cat. Do I eat chow mein for the third time today? My unsolicited advice, actually, you asked a question, so I guess it's solicited, would be to choose something that maybe is a little bit less in sodium and more in like the vitamins. Anyways, time to rage bait, Cat. There, sorry, I'm back. I'm gonna fill myself up with salad so that balances out. Try to get some proteins in there. Actually, the salad will have a lot of vitamins. Eat all the sodium. What's everybody's favorite salad? Rage baiting streamer. You know it. That's how we get views. My favorite salad is a Cobb salad because it's a cop out. It's not even a salad. It's just like put meat and egg in there. It's like the unhealthiest of all the salads, but hey, I don't like salads in the first place. Crab meat salad? I've never had that. Didn't even know that existed. Is it like crab with a K? Is it like fake crab or is it actual like crab? Nice market salad or a nice refreshing cucumber salad? I just realized I asked this question and I've only had like a Caesar salad and a Cobb salad. Cookie salad. Fruit salad. Real crab meat. Whoa. Market salad? What is market salad? I love the bacon bits. Market salad. Oh, you got chicken? Oh, apples? I can't do. Oh, no. I'm sorry, I can't do those flavors. I think that's just because I'm a picky eater. No, I'm not. I'm not a picky eater. I just don't like that. You'll send a pick huge. Man, I could go for some lobster legs. Wait, what is it? Okay, guys. So, my parents used to lie to me. Surprising, I know parents lie to their kids. Whenever we would go to Red Lobster, they would say, "I can't. I still messed up it. Lobster legs and crab legs, right? I don't know which one you order legs from, cause like they would